Hey everybody, it's me again. Just wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about something just happened right now. Um, I was getting in my car. It's a pretty nice car, 2008 Kia Sorento. Nice car, 100,000 mile warranty. And as I was getting in, this black guy says, "Nice car." I guess that's what white privilege gets you. And normally I would, I'd either not engage at all or I'd call the police. But in this situation, I was a lot bigger than the guy. So I said, let me, let me engage, let me talk with him. And so I said, hey, you made that statement based on my skin color, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's going on, he's like, cracker this, cracker that. You know how those people talk. And I said, well, answer me this. I said, isn't, the leader of black people Martin Luther King Jr.? And he says, yeah. And I said, didn't your leader, Martin Luther King Jr., say that you're not supposed to judge white people based on their skin color? And see, now I got, he's thinking, I got his attention. And if you're ever arguing with black people and, just throw out Martin Luther King and you'll get him, either him or Beyonce. Either one of those names, you'll have their attention. So, I got him listening to me now, and I'm like, look, I worked hard for my car, and we're not that different, and he's like, well, I'm struggling, I want to go to college, I couldn't afford college. I said, look, I couldn't afford college either, so that's why I had to have my parents pay for it, and he's like, well, I can't find a job, I'm trying to, start my own business, banks won't give me loans. And I said, you know what, when I dropped out of college and want to start my own business, banks wouldn't give me loans either. But you know what, my Uncle Jimmy would, so I went through a lot of the same things you have. So why are you getting mad at me? And, I started my own business, and, a little tech startup called 2A Alert. What it does is it'll alert you when the government's coming to take your guns. And, we got different levels, like yellow alert just means they're thinking about it. Orange alert means they're planning. If it goes to red alert, that means they're basically on your doorstep to take your guns. And the NRA, they post it on their website, so I got a lot of downloads. And I did all this on my own. I worked this all out on my own. You don't see me complaining, and he's listening to me, and he's like, yeah, that's a good point. And I was like, look, just like Martin Luther King Jr., I don't see color. Martin Luther King Jr., he said specifically he didn't see color. And what I'm trying to do is get past all these black people putting their reverse racism on me. Because that's the real problem now. I don't see color, but black people do, because they're always putting their reverse racism on me. And, we're like chatting, he's engaged, I'm engaged. It's just turned to be a pretty good conversation. And, long story short, I offered him a job. He's now my VP of marketing. And, but people still say I'm racist. And I'll be like, hey, if I'm racist, how come my VP of marketing is a black guy? And, what it goes to show is that if you'll just engage, get out of your bubble, there are people too, if you just engage and talk with black people and you explain it to them carefully, you can show them that black people are actually more racist against white people than white people are against black people. Just take the time to talk with them. And this was just a good example of that. That's why I wanted to share it with you. So, make America great again. I'm out.